Alrighty, so I have another sponsored review, and if you're a company that has something that you would like me to review, you can get in touch with me below right here at this email address, or you can contact me through YouTube. So today we're doing a review of this Dragon's Tail hose. It's actually a hose that comes with this, some extra grommets, and a bag. The cool thing about this hose, we'll talk about the hose first, because the hose is like very interesting. So it doesn't seem like it's really that long. Like altogether, you look at it, it seems like it's a pretty small hose. This thing actually stretches out to like 50 feet when it's got pressure in it, which is pretty amazing. It's interesting. It has brass tips on it, which are amazing too. This one has an on-off switch, and this comes in handy, and I'll tell you why. It's a brass side on this one. Unlike most hoses where like you're out there, you're spraying your stuff, and you're like, oh, well, I'll just kink the hose and stop the water. You cannot kink this hose. I literally grabbed it like this and closed it, and the pressure dropped a little bit, but not much. It just kept spurting out. I was like, okay, it's non-kinkable. You can't kink it, which is really nice. It's easier to kind of move around too, and I think it's just the fact that it's got this fabric on there, and this is supposed to be like a polyester, like weaving, so it's pretty interesting. And it stretches out. It just, as it fills up, it stretches out, and the hose actually pretty much gets about that thick. It just blows up, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you can get this on Amazon. They're 37 bucks. They come with like all the stuff. So you're good to go. And apparently it has a 10-year guarantee, so if it breaks, you can contact the company and they'll hook you up. Let's talk about the little sprayer that comes with it. So this is actually pretty interesting too. It's just like your standard plastic sprayer. The thing I like about this though is the fact that the grip is made of like rubber, almost like, I don't even know what you would say. It's kind of like how most like camera stands and stuff are made. They have like a really nice rubber, so the feel of it is really nice. I thought that was cool. And then this has an on-off valve, which is crazy. Like, you can spray it, but to turn it off, you know, you can turn it off from here and it won't leak. You know, which is crazy. You can also adjust like how much like water pressure comes through with this, so that's pretty amazing. So if you're like have the water on too high down at the spigot and you're like, oh, I don't want to go back there, you can literally adjust it on the actual hose itself and here to like bring the water pressure down some. The other thing I thought was cool about this is like it has like all these different settings, and the one setting that I like the best is it has the misting setting, which is like comes in really handy in like the greenhouse. I can just mist everything, and it works really good. Actually, I tried it out in the greenhouse. It works really good. It has the soaker setting, which actually puts out a pretty good amount of power. I'm going to use this on the cars. But the thing about it is like this is pretty much, you can use it on your car, you can use it in the garden, you could use it just as like standard household, you know, just water the lawn with it, or like your plants or whatever. Yeah, like a little flower garden, you know, or you're outside with the family and you, it could be kind of weird, but if you hooked it up on a fence post or like mounted it somewhere and like put a rubber band around this, and then you could actually just turn on the mister and have it mist on you, especially here in the south where it is crazy hot. But yeah, this is pretty amazing. I freaking dig it. I'm all about it. So it's made by Dragon Tail, and I like the fact that they give you extra, you know, little grommets. The rubber grommets are like, you go in here and they go onto the hose end here to seal so it doesn't leak. So most places don't give you any of these, and it came with this ultra cool bag that has a little see-through window. And it's to put it in there because I definitely wouldn't leave this outside for like long periods of time. I don't think the hose itself, I mean, I don't know. I just wouldn't do it because the heat here ruins everything that's left outside. But definitely I wouldn't leave this outside. Too nice actually for that. So yeah, very cool hose. I think it's awesome. You guys get yourself one if you like. If you don't, hey, it's all good. Alright, you guys take it easy. Peace out.